What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today I want to give you guys some labor news updates. But before we get all into that, I want to first thank you guys for hitting the like button. I want to thank you for subscribing. That's always great. I want to thank you for your comments, because when you drop them, it warms my soul. And I want to thank you for hitting the notification bell so that you never miss a video. Also, I want to thank you guys for sharing the content. It's because of your shares that this channel is growing, and we're now over 1,200 subscribers, and we're getting the word out and we're reaching the masses, and I'm happy about it, and I want to see it continue to grow. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and let's hop to it. There is unionization happening at Home Depot. This came straight into my DMs on my Facebook. I want to thank the brother for sending me the link and putting this on my radar, because it flew right under my radar. This story came, and he was the one that made me aware of it and allowed me the opportunity to make you guys aware of it, because it's an important story. There is a union drive at the Orange Home Improvement Store, Home Depot. Business Insider reports unionization drive attempts to draw 300 Home Depot workers in Philadelphia. The petition was filed on Monday to unionize with the NLRB. According to the NLRB filing, the union would include all merchandising, specialty, and operations associates, but MET associates, loss prevention, and all other employees would be excluded. MET stands for Merchandise Execution Team, whatever that is. They're training some elite snipers to kill merchandise all over Home Depot. If you're merchandising, you're in Home Depot, you better watch out, because they got an MET. Home Depot was asked, but they had no comment for Business Insider. The union is listed as Home Depot Workers United. I can dig it. Can you dig it? I can dig it. Home Depot Workers United. If they vote for a union, they will become the first Home Depot workers to successfully form a union in the United States, and that's part of their retail store. A couple of their drivers, I believe it was 60 of them, voted to join a union, and so they have the claim as being the first Home Depot workers to be unionized. But this would be the first store. It's a big story, and I think it's awesome. So thanks for the tip, and now on to the next. Also, keep in mind, show your solidarity with these labor movements. If you're in the Philadelphia area and you know of this, and you know of the stores where these struggles are happening, man, go by there and just, lend your support. Let them know, hey, we stand with you, because it helps when you know the public is behind you. You know what I'm saying? It helped with the teacher strike a few years ago in West Virginia, when the public was behind them. The state had to relent and give in to their demands. So it's really important to have public support when you are struggling like this. This goes for Starbucks workers. This goes for Amazon labor unions. And speaking of Amazon, our next story: Amazon promotes an ex-private prison executive to run their warehouse training. Figures, right? I mean, it's Amazon. Why wouldn't they hire a former private prison exec to help with their warehouses, where they treat their workers as prisoners? Her name is Dana Howard, and she is in charge of learning and development for warehouse employees. After shuffling its management teams across its warehouse divisions, the labor rights abusing giant Amazon promoted a former private prisons exec from its loss prevention team to head up its warehouse worker training division. But why Dana Howard? Could it be her experience at herding prisoners, which apparently was her job at Core Civic, the former Corrections Corporation of America? The name had to be changed due to all of the abuse scandals. Figures Howard stuck out as a sore thumb, like, this is my person, gotta put this person in charge. Amazon views its workers as inmates, so why wouldn't they want Howard? At Amazon, she climbed the ranks as a CO for Amazon, working at Loss Prevention and their global security group. Now she's promoted to train workers. I'm sure she will train them to be good inmates. Obedient inmates. I'm sure of it. Hey, Chris Smalls in the ALU, you guys have your work cut out for you. But remember, solidarity wins always. And like I said before, the public is behind you guys. The public is behind the labor movement. So keep fighting and keep struggling. And if you're in the public in these areas where these struggles are happening, lend your support. Show your support. It goes much further than you can possibly imagine. And finally, I have a railroad worker contract update. So I've been scrolling through r/railroad on Reddit, and it's been interesting to see what the rank and file are posting versus what the narrative has been on TV and what the sales pitch has been. So without further ado, let's get into it. Railroad workers are furious after unions reveal that no TA exists despite sabotaging the strike. If you remember last week, they were on the verge of striking. It would have happened on Friday, and at the midnight hour, President Biden stepped in and negotiated or mediated between the railroads and the workers, and they came out with a supposed TA, which guaranteed 1 paid sick day accompanied with 3 non-paid sick days, for a total of 4 available sick days a year. So they sabotaged that strike because they had this great TA in place, and man, the media rounds around the weekend, woo, way to go. Nobody bothered to talk to the rank and file. So now, in an interview with NPR, Dennis Pierce said, "We're working now, and I qualify that for this reason. There's a question and answer phase running into now, where we will send this TA out to our bargaining reps all across America. They will send in questions. We will then meet with the railroads to get those answered. So it's not a complete package yet, and the results of that Q&A session are going to drive a whole lot of what the thing actually means." Like I said, if you go to r/railroads on Reddit and read the forum yourself, you're going to see that workers are pissed. Their right to strike was taken from them with help from their own negotiating team. They came out proclaiming a deal struck with no worker input and apparently no deal at all. Shameful shit, y'all. Shameful shit. Solidarity to the railroad workers. I hope you band together, raise hell, and win your struggle. The public is behind you. The public is behind these worker movements, more so now than in my lifetime. I'm 44 years old, much more now than I've ever seen. And it's important to know that, because when the public is behind you, man, I'm telling you, it's a lot of pressure on these corporations and these big businesses to do the fair thing, because you're not asking for anything outrageous. It's not outrageous to ask for a day off. It's not outrageous for UPS drivers to ask for air conditioning in the daggum trucks when global warming is happening. It's not outrageous for any of this stuff to be going on. It's just decency. What is outrageous is $50 trillion stolen from working people since the 1970s. $50 trillion from all of us. Dude, that's outrageous. The outrageous income inequality is what's outrageous. So keep the fight going. I'm in awe of all of these workers that are in the struggle and really putting forth the effort and getting it done. Keep up the good fight. Keep up the good work. The public's behind you, and we're going to keep on working together and get this thing done. Keep in mind, the fight is not left and right. It never has been, never will be. The fight is up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. Peace.